Hey guys, it's Brett. I'm here with my candle and wax melt empties for the month of January 2021. I'm finally doing it in 1 month instead of like 3 or 4 months. I'm trying really hard this year to do it every month so I'm not doing a whole bunch at one time. So far so good. The first month I'm doing for 1 month only, not 2 or 3 or 4 months. So I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 candles and just a few wax melts here. So I will start off here and show you what I have. First up we have Scentworks Gingerbread Spice. This was sent to me, I did a giveaway for Scentworks and Homeworks, and they sent me all the candles that were in my giveaway so that I could take pictures of them and then post on Instagram, and then my winner won all those candles that I got, but they let me keep the candles, but then they shipped the giveaway winner all the same candles that I got as well. So kind of as a thank you for doing the giveaway, I got to keep all the candles that I received to show for the giveaway. So this was one of them, and this one was a pretty good scent. It definitely was your typical gingerbread scent. I mean, it had all the gingerbread, the molasses, the cinnamon in there, the nutmeg, and all that stuff. You got kind of a little bit of that icing note a little bit in there. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with this one. I mean, the scent was good. The throw, on the other hand, was just kind of light. The throw was, overall, I'd probably say it was about like a 5 maybe or so, 5.5. Definitely wish it was stronger, but I like the scent. I just wish it was stronger. And then the burned all the way down. You can see there's a little bit of wax left there in the bottom. The burn wasn't so good either. It pulls out fine, but the wicks would get super puny, like almost every burn. I would burn it so long, and then the wicks would get really, really puny. I would cotton ball it. If you don't know what that is, you blow the candle out, stick a cotton ball in there to absorb some of the wax, relight it, and the flames will shoot back up. That's if your flames are getting really small and puny. You do the cotton ball method, and that helps it. I always have people ask me what cotton ball means, so I always explain it. So I had to do that almost every burn because I would burn it, and after so long the flames would get puny. Sometimes I had to do that multiple times during one burn. I would cotton ball it. The flames would get a little bit better, and then they would get puny again. I'd have to cotton ball it again. And I feel like because those flames were puny, it wasn't throwing as well. But even when I would cotton ball it and the flames got higher, it still wasn't as strong as I would have liked it to be. So yeah. Overall, I like the scent, but the burn and the throw was not very well. Next up we have Vanilla Chai, also from Scentworks, from the giveaway I did. This one kind of basically was like a vanilla. It kind of had like a caramel scent to it. It didn't come off as chai to me at all. I didn't get any of those chai spices you get in chai. It just kind of had like a vanilla caramel scent to me for some reason. The notes say vanilla sugar, warm clove, ginger, and sweet molasses. I mean, I got the vanilla sugar. I really didn't get ginger or sweet molasses. I mean, maybe a little bit of clove. But like I said, maybe kind of a little bit of clove and ginger, or molasses, just a little bit, but it came off caramely to me, like a vanilla caramel type of scent. It didn't really remind me of chai. It was nice, but not really chai-like. Throw, about the same as the gingerbread spice. It was on the lighter side, 5.5-ish. Burn, same as the gingerbread spice. It got super puny. I had to cotton ball it multiple times because those flames would just get so puny. It looked like it was barely lit because they were so small. And I think therefore that's why it wasn't throwing. But like I said, same with this one. When I would cotton ball it, get those flames up, it still wasn't very strong. And then one more Homeworks we have, Cranberry Balsam, also from the giveaway. And this one was okay. You definitely got the cranberry. I got cranberry more than I got balsam. I got cranberry with just a little bit of hint of like a balsam Christmas tree scent, but mostly like a fruity cranberry scent in this one. The scent notes are cranberry, currant, frosted balsam, and fir needles. So yeah, I definitely got the cranberry currant, but frosted balsam, fir needles, just a little hint of it, but not a lot. Definitely more cranberry than like the balsam. It was okay. But the throw on this one was the same. The throw was like, this one I think was a little bit stronger than those. This one might have been up to like a 6 or so. And then the burn, it was the same as those though. Puny flames, puny flames, puny flames. More and more puny flames and more puny flames. I don't remember Scentworks being like this. Scentworks before, I know it happened before a little bit. The flames would get kind of small, but they were really bad with these here. Really, really bad. So not sure if they changed the wicks or what, but the flames got really puny on those, and then the throw was just not very strong. All right, next up we'll do, I have some Bath & Body Works here. I have a couple Bath & Body Works, only 2 Bath & Body Works. I kind of wasn't burning too much after we got COVID, Brad and I, in December, so my scent was gone, of course, so I wasn't burning as many candles because I just couldn't smell them, so that was just a waste of burning them because if I couldn't smell them. And then even after I got my scent back, it was like certain scents would like bother me. It was like, it would make me kind of gag a little bit. It was like, ugh, I gotta put that candle out because it was just making me like choke a little bit. So it took me a while to get back to burning regularly again. This is one that I had started burning and then I kind of put it away, and then brought it back out because it was just kind of too much for me at times after having COVID. This is the Perfect Christmas from Bath & Body Works. This one, really pretty jar with the sleigh and reindeer there. I wanted to try this because I've heard so many good things about this over the last, was it year? Last year? Was last year the first year, or was it a couple years ago? I can't remember. But I think it was last year was the first year. But many people said that this was so good, so I'm like, I have to try it. So I got it. It was nice, but I have to say I wasn't in love with it as much as everybody else seemed to be. It's nice. It's very strong. It's so, I think it's that cinnamon there that's very kind of potent. Even now when I smell it, it's kind of like, ugh, kind of gags me a little bit. I don't know what it is about this. So I definitely get like a cinnamon and the balsam, and then that kind of a creaminess. I believe it has creamy marshmallow, kind of a creaminess, but mostly like a cinnamon kind of a balsam. It says fresh cut pine, cinnamon sugar, toasted marshmallow. So yeah, the pine you get, and then the cinnamon sugar, a little bit of toasted marshmallow. But I think it's that cinnamon sugar and then the balsam together, just kind of, ooh, it's like, ooh, overpowering. Ooh, it's a little strong. Even just smelling it strong. Burning it, like I said, it did get strong at times, especially after I had COVID. It was just so much, and I had to put it out. And then I thought, let me bring this out later. So after a few weeks, I did bring it out and finished it up, and it was pleasant. I liked it. I did enjoy it. I just don't know if I was like completely in love with it like everybody else was. Yeah, it was nice though. And the burn did pretty good. I think it might got a little puny flames. I might have had a cottonballed a few times, but nothing terrible. And the throw, like over average, the throw was probably about, I'd say 8.5-ish. Sometimes even close to 9 because it got pretty strong at times. Then we have Sweet Cranberry Pie. This was from the This Just In collection. And this one, I did enjoy this one. It is similar to Blueberry Pie, like everybody says, but I do get that cranberry. I feel like it's like blueberry pie with like cranberry in there. Because it does come off like blueberry a little bit, but I definitely get a cranberry note in there. That little slight bit of a tart cranberry mixed with that kind of a pie crust note, bakery note. Yeah, it's pleasant. It was tart cranberries, brown sugar, chopped walnuts, flaky pie crust. So I definitely got the tart cranberries, got brown sugar. I didn't get chopped walnuts. I didn't get any, no, I didn't get any kind of, no nuttiness in there. Flaky pie crust, I got that. So it was almost like a cranberry blueberry pie, almost. But it was nice, it was good. I enjoyed it. I'd say the throw on average is probably about 7.5. It did nice. Burn was good. I think it might have got puny a little bit, but nothing too bad on this one. So that was good. I like that one. Then we have two one-wick Bath & Body Works here. I have Fiji White Sands. I had this last year, and then I just kind of finished it off last month. I use these in my bathroom, in our hallway bathroom, because it does really well in the hallway bathroom. I like the one-wicks in the hallway bathroom because if you put, I have them up against the wall, like on the sink next to the sink, right beside it, so it's like right up against the wall on the sink. So I don't want 3 wicks can like tend to get, you know, a little more sooty or faster because there's 3 wicks and everything. So I feel like those get a little more sooty, and if you have it right up against the wall on your sink, it'll like get soot. Because our old house had a lot of soot on the wall by the sink because the candles were there and would just get up on the wall because it's right up against the wall. So I feel like one wicks are a little bit better because they don't, just one wick, and it tends to be a little bit more calm, so it's not as, it doesn't get as sooty basically. And it's smaller, it just kind of fits better on the sink, I feel like. So, Fiji White Sands. Yeah, this is really good. Such a good scent, such a good beachy, summery beachy. You get the coconut, fruity coconut, and then kind of like a suntan lotion. Almost kind of smell coconutty, summery. The notes on this one are, oh, it's so little. Fresh cut sugarcane, white nectarine, and sandalwood. So it doesn't say anything about coconut, but I get a coconut vibe. Definitely the sugarcane, the fruitiness, nectarine I can get. Sandalwood, maybe a hint, not a lot. But it comes off coconutty a little bit to me. Slightly suntan lotion-y. Very summery though, and beachy like. Really, really nice scent. Burn was really good on this. I've had really good luck with Bath & Body Works one-wick candles lately. It does really well in the bathroom. I could totally smell it. The burn was good. It takes a little bit longer to pull out because it's a one-wick, but the throw was good. I'd say probably like a 6 to 7 in my bathroom. Did really well. So I was happy with that. And then another one-wick, we have Sunwash Citrus from Bath & Body Works. And this one also really nice. Definitely citrusy, fruity citrus. Yeah, basically all it is. Very fresh and fruity, citrusy. This one reads summer, oh sorry, it's so little I can barely read it. Sorrento lemons. I think it's citron. Agave nectar. It's so small. Yeah, you get, it says lemons. I kind of get lemons, but I get like almost like a nectarine type of smell or something. Definitely citrusy and fresh. Really nice. And the burn really good on this one too. Like I said, it takes a while to pull out, but it burns good. It doesn't get sooty at all. I like these one-wicks because I can leave them in the bathroom and they don't ever get sooty. I rarely have to trim them. Sometimes if I've had it burning for quite a few hours, I'll blow it out and trim that wick just because the flame does get a little bit high. But even then, when it does get high, I never saw any soot on her at all. So that's really good, especially since it's up against the wall. So yeah, burn good, threw good, smell good. I enjoyed this one wick as well. And then we have 3 homeworks to finish out my candles here. First up, we have sugared beignets. Actually, here, let me try this one first before I talk about that one. We have hot cider donut from Homeworks. I finally tried this one. I got this online at Ulta. Many people talked about hot cider donut and how good it was, so I'm like, I have to try this out. And I totally agree with everybody. It's amazing. So good. Oh, it's just like that good donut smell. You get that bready donut smell, the cinnamon, the sugar. You get the fried donut and the cinnamon and the sugar, bakeryness is so good. It says harvest apple. I don't get any apple though. I will say I don't get any kind of cider, apple, or anything. I didn't get any kind of apple or cider. Cinnamon sugar, yes, definitely. Vanilla bean, yes. Spiced cider, no. I didn't get apple or cider. But I got just basically donuts, fried donuts, and cinnamon sugar, the little vanilla bakery, really good. I loved it. Maybe they could have threw in a little bit more apple or a little more of a cidery, apple cidery note to make it more like what it says, but it was still good though. I loved it, and I would definitely repurchase this again. Really good. Throw was amazing. This was like 8.5 to 9. Burned pretty good. I didn't have any problems for the most part. It went pretty far down to almost to the wick clips. Just a little bit of wax left. So yeah, really good. 100% recommend this, and I would 100% get that again. I love that one. Then we have sugared beignets, also from Homeworks, and I got this online at Ulta as well. So this one I'd had last year in the special edition, I think the special edition jar, and I loved it last year. This year, I feel like it was a little bit different this year. I feel like it is similar to hot cider donut. It definitely has similarities. It has that that kind of breadiness and that cinnamon in there. That cinnamon sugar is definitely in here. But I feel like the hot cider donut was way stronger than this one was. But last year my sugar beignets was stronger than it was this year. But last year I feel like it was a little more bready than it was last year. Last year it kind of came off a little more like a bread scent, like baked bread, but then also with like a little bit of cinnamon. But this year I didn't get that bready note as much as I did last year. This year it kind of came off more just cinnamon sugar with a little bit of the breadiness from the beignets, but yet it was a little more along the lines of hot cider donut. I didn't get like a strong yeasty bready smell like I did last year, which I liked last year, but I was missing it this year. It was good still, but so similar to hot cider donut, and hot cider donut was way stronger than this was. So I would recommend the hot cider donut over this one because this was similar, but that one was just way stronger and way better. This one reads French pastry. Yes, you do get the French pastry. Like I said last year though, I got definitely more of that pastry note that kind of came off like almost like yeasty French bread almost, but this year it didn't. Powdered sugar, yes. Spun sugar, yes. Vanilla, yes. Cinnamon, yes. So yeah, it was nice, but it wasn't as strong as that. This one was probably, like I said, hot cider donut was much stronger. This was probably about like a 5.5 to 6 at times. So definitely not as strong. And the burn, I had a problem with the burn on this one. So when I got this one in the mail, it was cold, and when they're cold, the wax will pop out real easy from the bottom. So I had took it when it was cold and I flipped it over to like read the scent notes, and it came loose from the bottom. So when it does that, sometimes the wick clips will come out. So one of the wick clips stayed in the jar and the wax came out away from that wick clip, stayed in there, so that wick came out of that wick clip. So then when I put the wax back in there and then lit it, that wick wasn't into that wick clip. So after I burned it so long, the wick floated away because it wasn't connected to that wick clip at the bottom. So it just kind of floated away, and I only had 3 wicks going. So it burned on this side, and this side wasn't pulling out because that wick, or the wick had just floated away. So be very careful when you get the candles in the wintertime, because if they're cold and you look up, turn them upside down to read the bottom scent notes, it'll come loose. So what I've been doing now when I get my candles in the mail and they're cold, I leave them sit. I don't open them or nothing. I leave them sit for like a day or so. Make sure they're warm, and then when you open up, you can flip it over to read the bottom, and they won't come loose because they're not cold anymore. But when they're cold, they're gonna come right out of there sometimes. So I learned the hard way. I did that with another candle too. I think my Snow Tip Pine did the same thing. That wick came loose and then it floated away after I burned it so long, and then it just wouldn't pull out on the other side. So I ended up putting this in the freezer, and then I popped all the wax out and I put it into my wax melt warmers and finished off the rest of the wax because it just didn't pull out towards the bottom part. So it was no use burning it because it wasn't burning very well with that one wick floated away. So anyway, this one like I said, was lighter, and then the burn probably would have been okay if that wick hadn't came loose. So that's the reason why it didn't burn well. But yeah, I just feel like I preferred hot cider donut, and I do wish I did really like this last year though, because I did like that kind of a cinnamon sugar smell, but then also had a really good bready note that I was missing this year in this for some reason. And then lastly from Homeworks we have Sugar Plum Blackberry, and it's in this really pretty, like, what do they call that? Like almost iridescent, kind of a metallic looking jar. Really pretty. And it's the hobnail design on there. And this one was really good. I've had this before, and it's just so good. You definitely get the blackberry and a little bit of vanilla. Really a creamy vanilla mixed with that nice blackberry. It reads juicy blackberries, plum, sandalwood, vanilla whipped cream. So yeah, you get a little bit of plum with the blackberries, but that vanilla, maybe just a hint of sandalwood, but not a lot. So nice, really, really good. The throw was nice on this too. I'd probably say like a 7.5 or so. Burn, did pretty well. Burned all the way down to the bottom. You see, kind of see a little bit of the wick clips, but there's not much wax at all left on there. So yeah, this was really nice, and I would recommend that, and I would get that one again. It's really good. Alright, so now I'll show you my wax melts. I don't have too many here, just a few. I wasn't burning as many, or melting as many wax melts either, because sometimes they were just a little too much, and I was burning a little bit more than I was melting. So first up we have, I think these were all sent to us from our friend Brian. So thank you, Brian, for all these. We have, for Fusion, we have Apple Cinnamon Swirl. And this was good. It's just your, basically apple cinnamon. You really got that apple and a good mixture of apple and cinnamon. It wasn't too much cinnamon. See, that was good. And that was pretty strong. This was probably like a 7.5 or so. And then we have, from Homemade, it says Homemade Fusion. Gingerbread caramel cake is what this is here, and I believe he gets quite a few of these at his Myers, his local Myers. We don't have a Myers here, so I don't ever get to see any of these kind of fusions from Sensationals and stuff. Supposedly they have them at Myers. And this one was really good. You got that good gingerbread, and then a really nice bakery scent, and then a little bit of caramel. Yeah, it was a really nice blend, and that was a nice medium throw, about a 7 or so. And then also from Fusion we have Santa's Sugar Cookies. And this one, just a nice creamy vanilla sugar cookie bakery scent. It was good. And about a medium throw as well on that one, 7 or so. And then we have a couple of Yankee Candle tarts here he sent us. This is Red Apple Wreath and Balsam and Clove. These were pretty light. Brad had them going one day before he left for work, and I came home from work and I couldn't smell it very much, so they might have smelled it first, but by the time I got home they pretty much died down. So yeah, sometimes the tarts were kind of hit and miss on if they were strong or not. And then we have these last ones here were Kringle, little Kringle wax melts, and these little libby things here. There's like a little, it's like 4 little squares here, or little rectangles, I guess. So this one, first up, is Winter Apple. And this was nice, but it was really light. So it's like, you definitely get the apple, and kind of a wintry, icy apple. Yeah, it reminds me of Yankee Candle's apple, what is the apple one that's in the white wax? My mind's blank now, I can't think of it. It's an apple, it kind of smells like caramel apple. That's kind of like this one. This was kind of a caramely apple, but like with like a wintry vibe to it, like icy wintry vibe to it. Really good, but it was so light. Like, I could barely smell that at all. I've had that problem with Kringle in the past. Some of the Kringle scents are so light, I can barely smell them. This one, yeah, I can hardly smell it. It was really light. Let's see here. Frosted Mahogany is up next. And this was good too. It's a really fresh, slightly clone-y smell. Really nice, but I couldn't smell this one either. It's weird because you smell it so well, but then when it melts, it just doesn't throw very well. Like it doesn't come out into the room. You just couldn't smell it. And then we have Coconut Snowflake. I've had this one in a candle before, and the candle I could smell, but it was pretty light. But this one did really good in the wax smell. This one, on the other hand, you could really smell, which is really weird because I had the candle before and it was really light. But this wax smell, I could smell it really well. Because I came in, I'm like, I smell coconut. Brad had this going, and then I got home from work, I could totally smell the coconut. And he had it going in the bedroom, and I could smell it from the bedroom all the way out here into the living room. This is just it's like coconut, more like a bakery coconut, and then like kind of like a toasted coconut a little bit. And then like a vanilla mixed with that. It's nice, it's really good, and that threw really well. Then we have Peppermint Cocoa, and I believe I have a candle in this one as well. I believe our friend Jean sent this candle to me. This one's nice, definitely peppermint with chocolate, just like it says. And this one was pretty light, but I could smell it. It was stronger than the other ones that I couldn't smell at all, but not quite as strong as a Coconut Snowflake. And then lastly we have Gold and Cashmere from Kringle. And this one's nice. It's a kind of a little bit like the Frosted Mahogany. It's like a fresh, kind of cologne-y. It has like a winter vibe to it though at the same time. But this one I couldn't smell either. This one was really light and I couldn't smell it at all. So the Golden Cashmere, Frosted Mahogany, and the Winter Apple I couldn't really smell, but the Peppermint Cocoa did pretty good, and then the Coconut Snowflake did really good on those Kringle ones. So that is my candle and wax melt empties for the month of January 2021. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to y'all in our next video. Bye.